being affected positively or negatively in a way that one person doesn't understand.
Talking about time and actually the value of it, and we spoke about it. That's actually why I was in such a bad mood on Monday. So obviously we had been on break.
We need to learn to cherish the time we have with people, the time we have on this earth, because it's not. Welcome back to another one. Rudy Perry here with my co-host Tristan Murray and the man behind the camera. Tats he's scared. He's scared of the camera.
That is correct.
He's actually told us that he's realized that you guys want to see more of us. So he's just going to stick behind the camera doing the better job behind there because, his hosting is terrible.
That was a bit mean.
It was honest. You might see a bit of hands there. That is Tats actually doing something for once.
To be honest, I didn't know it moved down. I tried. It didn't work.
Okay.
A little bit of it.
But guys, thank you. Welcome back to another episode of the Man Podcast. And it's good to be here. Thank goodness it's Friday.
Welcome to the Man Podcast, where your mind truly matters. We're your hosts, Tatenda and Rudy. Here, we tackle life's challenges, foster resilience, and promote wellness. Each episode promises to make a difference, one viewer at a time. Buckle up for a journey of enlightenment, because in the world of man, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Stay tuned.
It's been a week. I know
week.
Tristan and I have been back to school, and this week has felt like an absolute eternity. It's been a week.
A week.
There's
no other way.
Tats, if when the kids go back to school, it's
Just rolled his eyes.
I know. I thought on Monday when we went to school on Monday, I was like, no. I know you had a bad day. We'll get to that. But I felt like I was like, I can do. I woke up. I'm fine. I can do this. And your energy sapped me. That's when I told you I looked at this guy, and I thought maybe positive energy. Let's go for this week. That's a good term. I saw him get out of his car. Not even inside greeting. I just saw the man's face out the car, and I was like, yeah, this is where it's going. So it didn't set a great tone, but we've made it. Somehow we made it.
So.
We've got cricket tomorrow, so I'm excited about that because it's at least a bit of a break. Playing cricket we were supposed to actually play cricket with Tats.
Yeah.
But he dropped us.
We never got added to the WhatsApp groups.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I missed that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Confusing.
So if you feel
there's
that...
actually evidence that you are on the WhatsApp group where the link was sent.
No,
is there? Are you sure?
Yeah, let's finish.
Okay, anyway.
This will be...
continued.
To be continued. We are going to VAR check this because I have a phone where I have every WhatsApp group because I got a new phone. So all the WhatsApp groups that I'm in don't even have messages on. So I saw all of them at the top of my list.
Also put it to the people that if ever you guys find out that you are on the WhatsApp,
I will formally apologize.
Same. I'll actually create...
apology is not enough.
I will write a letter and we'll take a photo and we'll put it up in the middle between us and I'll have a sad face. I'm sorry. I promise you.
Nah, that's not good enough.
Okay, put it to you guys. You guys let us know. What is a good enough apology.
I'll take you for dinner.
But...
You take me for dinner?
Yeah.
Stop trying to bribe the man with food.
Dinner and drinks. On me.
Nah.
We'll put it to the people. We've decided we'll put it to the people. But listen, this same punishment goes... Both ways. So whatever they decide is a good enough... Look at it. His face has just changed.
I'll find
If it is...
more reasons for me to find it.
If also, Tats never sent me a link because I've never received the text message from him.
Yeah, because you filled the link in on my phone.
Yes, that is correct.
On the link, you're supposed to put your number.
Yes, we did.
And through that,
We didn't get
it
added.
automatically sends you
Nah.
the link
Nope.
to the WhatsApp group.
So
So it's on Harry. Okay, Harry is on you, man.
Harry, you owe us all drinks and dinner, mate.
Or whatever the people say.
Okay. But guys, again, thank you so much for tuning back in, wherever you're watching from, listening to the podcast. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. To our sponsors, RA Apparel. Guys, thank you so much for your help and your support. We really do appreciate it. You can't see it. It's underneath the hoodies. It is cold. We've gone through a pretty cold week. But we do appreciate all the support that you guys give us. If you guys at home are looking for any type of private kits, team kits, just something customized, RA Apparel will sort you out. You can go look at their Instagram page, and they will definitely sort you out. To the reason we're here tonight, I actually must give a shout out before I do. I had a late lunch, dinner, drink session with a guy in our cricket team. I won't say his name, but he plays cricket with the boys Santon. He bats at number 3. Really good-looking Indian guy. Bats with a GM Ben Stokes edition.
I wonder who it is.
I don't know. It sounds like Infant, but
yeah,
it could
something
be
like
anyone.
that. Yeah.
But no, I had a good chat with him, and he had some wise words that I actually, after we spoke, I said to him, "Do you mind if I use that in the podcast?" And he said to me, "Go for it."
A wise man once said.
And it was. We'll get to that at the end. So the wise man once said, "Will be done by me today." It's been a long time since I did it. But he basically started, and I'm going to start the same way he did, and I'm going to do it to you. So if I gave you 86,400 Rand every single day, okay, how would you spend it? And remember, at 12 o'clock tonight, whatever you don't use, I'll take back.
Okay.
But then at 1 minute past, I'm giving you another 86,400 Rand. What are you going to do with it? Give me what you'll do in the first week, roughly, what you're going to do eventually with it.
You're asking me a tough question because I'm not someone who generally spends frivolously.
But you've got it now.
Number one, if that happened every day, I probably wouldn't work a 9-to-5 job.
Okay.
That would be my first thing. I would do things that I enjoy. Whether or not I get paid for it wouldn't really matter at that stage. I suppose about at least half of it a day would be paid into different investments. So about 40 odd grand at least. And I suppose within the first week, I'll probably buy myself new clothes, shoes, stuff like that I kind of need.
Holidays.
Not holidays, because just because I have money doesn't mean everyone around me does. And holidays are not for me generally. I like to enjoy them with others. So I suppose in my case, like I said, you're probably asking the wrong person. I wouldn't really spend it on too much.
I'm asking the perfect person.
I wouldn't really
And I'll
spend it on
explain why.
too much. I think it would more be a case of putting it to better use, because you never know what's going to happen. You say it will happen every day, but every day that it does happen,
So you
I have
make
to
sure
put
you
it
made a
somewhere.
plan for it.
Yes.
To try. Okay. Now that's the point. So 86,400 Rand. That number, 86,400, is actually the amount of seconds there are in a day.
Yes.
So you immediately, when I put it to monetary terms, had a plan. And on the spot, you could think of that. I'm probably going to do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I'd like to do. And the point of it is we don't plan our time as if it was that money. We waste a lot of it.
Yeah.
We throw it away. We don't see the value of what that time is. You've already told me, you know, my love language is time. So some people will have a better use of it, but the point is that when we talk about money, when we talk about material things, it's very easy to go, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But when it comes to someone's time and how finite it is,
Yeah.
okay, we don't put the same value in. And I was just like, that is crazy. We need to learn to cherish the time we have with people, the time we have on this earth, because it's not infinite. It's not going to be there forever.
Yeah, definitely.
And time with a person is also, I've got to understand, just by you being in the studio at this time, Tats being in the studio at this time, you giving of time, you never getting back.
Yeah, definitely.
And you've got to remember, I'm giving you something right now more than I can ever give you in monetary terms. If I gave you 1 million rand right now, okay, it's 1 million rand.
You can
that
make back.
I can make back. I can. I could win the lotto and make 30, 40 million. But I can never get this hour that we're spending recording this episode back to anyone else, because I've given it to you. I've given it to the people that are watching this video, and that makes it so powerful.
Yeah.
So I want, and the reason I say this is that whole statement he gave to me just made me appreciate the time we spend with people
Yeah.
so much more. That 10 minutes, that 5 minutes conversation that you spend on the person next door, the person when you walk to another classroom, that parent. We take for granted how special that is because we're not getting it back. That extra 10 minutes you spend after school, or for you, like today, you were at school until half an hour after you could have left. It's time you're never getting back.
Yeah.
But because you felt of yourself to give, to do something else for someone other than yourself, you gave of it. And that is so, so powerful. So when someone does something for you, and this is to the people that are watching, when someone just might not be able to give you those material things, those, the money. I mean, it would be lovely. I mean, I'd love to win millions and be able to tell Tats, you don't have to work another day in your life. Just enjoy your time. Because that's really what it is.
No, well,
Money takes away the stress of work. That's all it does. Because it still doesn't buy you more time.
but so that was actually what I was going to come back to. The first thing, if you notice what I said, was that I probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the first thing that we value, without even realizing it, because I think we value it, but we don't realize the value.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like when someone has, just say this, especially with men, this is something we do quite a lot. Give this random old, just say like a ring or something old and broken, but it's our favorite thing in the world. It's as if that thing had to then become worth millions.
Yeah.
That's your understanding of going, times there, we value it. And then when you actually realize it, you realize how much.
Yeah, we can
You
be, we
need
can be
to.
sentimental creatures to certain things. I don't think we all very, like, I'm not a sentimental person. Like when people are like, Kales will tell me all the time, when buying you gifts is terrible, like for Father's Day. Like she'll want to buy you this cool thing that's got a cute saying, and I'm like, thanks. Like,
But then Rudy's like
but I'd
random
rather
top that he's
just
had
give
since
me
he was
a
like.
cool t-shirt or a pair of shoes. And Tats is also shoes at any time. Any gift for Tats is a pair of shoes.
Any day.
But it's got to have a brand.
Yeah.
It's got to have the little swoosh,
Yeah.
the 3 little strippies, and maybe the jumping cat. It's got to be one of 3.
Maybe an edge.
Do you like Under Armour?
I love Under Armour.
Under Armour is very nice.
I don't know. I bought Under Armour shoes,
Comfortable.
but they don't last. They don't last.
no,
They just don't last.
yeah.
They
Oh no,
Adidas is still top.
Adidas.
In terms of shoes,
Yeah, it is.
looks, the
Nike.
swoosh.
Yeah.
Swoosh is the best.
Under Armour is-
But we don't get the highest quality grade Nike products in
No.
South Africa.
we don't.
No, I know that for a fact. A friend of mine growing up, his dad was very high up in Nike Africa.
So he knows what came here.
And when he got me shoes, they lasted for like 2-3 years.
Africa does not get it.
We
Nike,
get,
This is your time to shine. Nike,
Still big grade.
we will accept any sponsorship to test your shoes. So if you sponsor the Man Podcast, please send us shoes. Size 8, Tats?
Size 10.
A
Size
10.
10.
2 size 8s and a size 10. Give us any shoes. We'll show them off. We'll do some shoots.
Size 9, man.
8.
Eight.
8, 8.
2
10.
8s
Okay.
and
So
a
2 8s
10.
and a
2 8s
10.
and a 10.
We'll gladly accept any sponsorship of shoes. So
Okay, outside of that tangent,
you
yeah.
gotta try, bro. You gotta try.
No, definitely. I mean,
You never
if
know who's watching.
you don't reach out, you never know. Eh? You're gonna tag them. We're gonna post it as a short and go at Nike.
Okay. Go.
Talking about time and actually the value of it, and we spoke about it. That's actually why I was in such a bad mood on Monday. So obviously we had been on break, school break.
3 glorious weeks.
Oh, it was great.
3
But
glorious weeks.
did I really take a break myself? No.
No, you didn't switch off.
I worked for another company, not teaching wise, don't get me wrong. It was for marketing. A friend of mine has a business in marketing. And we did a shoot for a brand. And I had to help with the creative stuff on that. And we worked on it. I think I got there. I was late because I wasn't even meant to be there. I just went because I wanted to go at about 1:30. And I was there. We finished at around 5:30. Right? So a long time working with models. I do this because it was more like people that we were using for the shoot. Shame. They did so well. They were so great. The whole thing was amazing. It went really well. We're going to
Shout
get...
out to them.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out to everyone that was there. But yeah, so we did that and I really, really enjoyed it. Like I was tired. I think I passed out when I got home. My lights were still out. Literally.
You did, because I tried to phone you and you literally didn't answer me until the next morning.
So the setting that you can see with the lights and stuff, that was my room. I was still holding my controller on my PlayStation, and I woke up literally in this position.
Same position.
And at about 3 a.m, like wondering
You just rolled into
what's
the
on
bed.
earth. I just turned off the lights, turned off the PlayStation, and fell asleep again. But I really enjoyed that time. And then going in on Monday, where I knew we were just having meetings and stuff like that, I just wasn't in the mood for it.
No, for
After
sure.
enjoying doing other stuff in the holiday, even though it literally was 24/7. Like, because my friend James,
That's fine.
it's ESCOM.
It's Tats.
Double ESCOM. I'm joking. It's Tats. Tats is busy.
Messing with the lights. We're doing strobe light now.
Yeah. If you have epilepsy, I'm sorry.
Frida, please stop.
Shame, man. But yeah, so obviously I really enjoyed that, and I did work the whole time. I don't feel tired after it. Like, I don't feel like
Yeah.
burnt out, whereas before, where I was working before, I didn't really have holidays. So I did at the end of the year, and I kind of got to a burnout phase. But regardless, so on Monday, I just dreaded the fact of going in to have meetings, and I don't, and it's not a knock on anyone or anything like that at all. It's just, I was used to now in the holiday having constant talking, collaboration, and having to actually deal with the face-to-face part of everything, and being in front of people, dealing with people, whatever. And then now going back on the Monday, like, to listening and knowing that I'm doing all the back-end stuff again.
Do you not think maybe, and like you said, you talk about that time. Yes, it wasn't great. It hasn't been great going back, but it made you appreciate it, maybe value the time we did have off. Because I know for me,
Yeah,
it
of
was.
course.
Because my holiday was slightly different. I felt rested. I don't know after this week, but I felt rejuvenated. And I must be honest, I did try to do as little as possible. We normally will play as much cricket, as much paddle, as much golf.
You didn't play any paddle.
And we didn't play any paddle. We played golf once within the first week. We played the Cree game on Saturday, on the 2 Saturdays, and
And we
then
did
we
next
had a
to
bye. So I really didn't do much. And I even said to Kales, I needed to take a break from everything. I needed to switch off. And probably the best thing for me. One, I seriously enjoyed the time with my wife. We literally went for breakfasts. Just go for a breakfast. Somewhere small, go to Wimpy, go to Mug and Bean, whatever it was. Just go for a breakfast and just sit there. Waited 20, 30 minutes before we actually ordered the food after the first drink, because we didn't have to rush.
Yeah.
We just enjoyed time together. So for me, I really, and after the chats with the guy on our side that made me have this whole topic, I really, really valued the time I got off, because we are extremely blessed.
Yeah.
As teachers, people in anyone that works within a school environment, to get those breaks we do. Look, our principal actually said when we got back that people always say, people within schools, you're so lucky, or you get off all the time. I don't think it's physically possible to work with kids day in, day out, 7 till 4, every single day, and not get a break.
No.
The industry demands it. I think the mental strain alone of being surrounded, parents complain about having 1 or 2 kids. We have all of them, all of the day, all of the time.
Trying to get them to do things they don't want to do.
And there's not one of them. They're in groups.
Yeah, so they click.
So I don't think it would be physically possible to have work in a school and not get a break. So it is very well deserved. I look at the teachers and how hard you guys work within the academic side of the school, and you guys graft. So you guys definitely deserve the break, the time off, and the time to switch off. But like I said, for me, it seriously made me appreciate that time we do get off.
Yeah.
And it's made me actually more excited and probably more well prepared of how I'm going to spend the next time I get off.
Yeah.
I must be honest. And I think that's what we need to do. As people, we need to just value the little bit of time. And yes, people that work 9 to 5 jobs and work corporates or whatever and only get days leave. That weekend that you have, those 2 days you get to look forward to every week, or, maybe you get forced to take leave at certain times. Look forward to it. Cherish it. I know we always feel it's too short. But if you spend so much time complaining that it's too short, complaining that you don't have enough, you're wasting the little bit of time, the valuable time, actually complaining.
100%. And also, just even going from that, so 100%, we need to appreciate and look forward to those breaks, but we also need to actually appreciate the day that you have. So that was over the week and like kind of like my mental aspects in terms of getting my head around just.
You got better when the kids arrived.
No, 100%. It wasn't. Do you know what? It's like I said to you. I
Loves the
actually.
kids love him
That sounds crazy, but yeah.
like that.
But regardless, it wasn't actually a thing of me not wanting to go back. I think I'd come in without having had a holiday. Then we had about a week and a half, but I was busy during that week and a half on school stuff. So I think this was my first full-on break that I've had in a year from teaching. So the thought of going back just kind of like got in my head and whatever. But I mean, like I said, I think throughout the week, and I kind of had to just get through it because I really do actually enjoy teaching the kids and being around the kids and doing the sports and everything like that. I really do. I obviously, every job and every person in any sphere has their things they dislike.
Of course.
And I let my thoughts of the negative aspects of my job cloud that before we came in.
Yeah.
But
you were dreading it long before.
No, yeah, exactly. I spent the last week with anxiety.
I saw you the Friday. I didn't see you Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I saw you the Friday and you were really like, he was.
Yeah.
This man was grumpy from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
100%.
Boy was grumpy.
No, I agree. But the thing is, I don't want it to come across as if I didn't want to be there.
No,
so it's just
sure.
like the caveat or the explanation there is that I definitely just was not in the right mental headspace to go back.
Yeah.
But again, and something I always tell myself is the world moves on.
Yeah, for sure.
The world keeps going. I can't keep up that face, for example. I got to actually like appreciate my day, appreciate the time, kind of go through it. And then it does. Like I enjoy my classes.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy teaching. I enjoy that stuff. It's cool. It's fun. I enjoy our sessions for the football and stuff like that. So I just needed to understand that, bro, it's here. Let's just do it. Let's kill it and move on.
And you know, it's important in what you just said. When we're not saying it's not okay to have downtime, so we're not saying it's not okay to be upset or go through. You know, you need to go through those times when you're upset. Deal with it being upset. What we're saying is, once you've dealt with the being upset, don't dwell on it. Don't let it be a constant thing that sits in like a thorn in your side. You know, if it's confrontation, once you've sorted it out, move on. Go forward. Because like you said, I mean, there's that stupid saying, time waits for no man. And that is so real in that when we can go do anything we want, but we're not going to get that time back. You know, if we've spent it in a relationship, you know, when you argue with your spouse, your girlfriend, whatever it is, a brother, a sister, a mate, you're not going to get that time back in that argument. There are good things that come from arguments, 100%.
If it's constructive.
I mean, an argument, and this is something that I actually did, an argument or confrontation or anything stems from a relationship being affected positively or negatively in a way that one person doesn't understand. So when you say a relationship, that means two people have something in common. Or an idea that goes against an idea you have, but it develops a relationship. So if we are arguing about something, it's because we believe enough in you have something you're upset or angry about, or an idea, I have something, but we're gonna have that argument because we want to prove to the other person our point of view.
Or we want them to understand.
If you didn't care about that person, you wouldn't even have the argument to be like, bro, I'm not even going to get into this with you. That's what we do.
That's 100%.
You're just going to go, I don't. So in that argument, go, okay, I had this argument because clearly there is underlying emotions, feelings, relationship with this person that is there because we believe that there could be something we have an idea or could learn something from each other. And I mean, I do that. I mean, we do it all the time. We don't agree on a lot of things, and we don't ever argue about it because we are very accepting. I mean, it was happened today. We were talking about our team at football. We're running a team together at school. I had an idea of a certain formation. He had an idea about a certain formation. And I had my point of view of a player playing out of position. I said, I feel that's total opposite. And he was like, I find it literally the easiest one to separate. And I was like, no. But we had an argument. We had a conversation about how he believed it was like that. And I understood it, but yet I still felt the same way about my position.
And
on
I
it.
get why you say it.
So that's in that we're saying it's okay to go have confrontation.
We can actually ask that question
grow from it.
after this. We can ask that question to the people and see what they think.
We can, yeah, we'll get to that. So, if you are having arguments ever, I'm not saying brush this out because, time's valuable. Be like, your wife's arguing. Listen, honey, we can't have this argument. Time is being wasted.
I only
here.
had 15 seconds for this argument.
We're not saying that because Tats will be a single man very quickly. No, I'm saying is try and sort it out as soon as possible so that you can cherish more time with that person because you care about them.
Be empathetic.
Yeah, yes, and for the men, we've got to drop our pride.
Yeah.
I know for me, that's my biggest thing is to drop the pride first. I know Tats is exactly the same. We can't be wrong. And if we're wrong, we've got to find that you were wrong too to make us feel that you were maybe more wrong.
That is very true.
And I know we are like that. I'm definitely wired like that. And yeah, if like we said, enjoy every single second, every moment that you have because it is so limited. I mean, 86,400. It became such a relevant number because it actually started. That was the guy in our team's WhatsApp status. He's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. The end of your cell phone number." And it was the same thing as I said to Tats. I was like, "I need to do this." I messaged him that afternoon or the next day. We have to do this as a topic. And he's like, "What is that?" And then him being the Google nerd he is, he put it in Google, and as soon as you put it in the numbers 86,400, it tells you seconds in the day. And I was like, I have to do this. We have to do it as a podcast.
There's going to be some person paid 86,400 somewhere being like,
please, if you paid 86,400 Rand a day, please share.
yeah,
Just, 864 Rand, 864 Rand, 864 Rand a day. I'm good with it. I'll take it. I'll do what you need. And Nike's still the sponsorship of the shoes.
You do what you need. Yeah. Throwing yourself out there.
100%. We're searching. You got to throw the.
Exactly. Put the whole net in.
Of course.
Yeah, no. But just on that, and Trist, I got a question for you. So now that you have, I put the question to you if it was money. I'm going to put that same question. If I told you only have 864, not 8, and I'm going to say 86,400 hours or days.
Of course,
if you
I have that many.
If you had 864 hours left. After that, like that movie, I don't know if you watched In Time with Justin Timberlake. Great movie. Watch it. That makes you actually, is it In Time?
I think it's called In Time.
Please watch it.
It is very
It
good.
literally tells you the value of time because time is the currency in that movie. Very, very good. You had 864 hours left. No, you can't gain any. You can't lose any quicker.
Okay.
What's Tristan doing?
No more work.
How much are you crying out of those hours?
I'm definitely not working any
Okay.
more hours.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
I want to know who you're spending it with. Why are you spending it with them?
Kelly, my mom, Tats, James,
I made the playing 11. I love it.
Kales.
Cut this video. I see what he's doing, eh? And I'll put myself in the situation. Okay? Put a value of how much time with each person, please.
Kelly.
Compared to Kelly.
Oh, I can't compare anyone to Kelly.
Okay.
She gets the majority, but we
How
should know
close is, I don't know, anyone?
So you should get him in percentage wise.
that. In percentage, like
70, 80.
Your mom is
I
watching.
have my mom
You
as
have to
well.
think carefully.
So I've got Kelly, I've got my mom, got James, I got Tats. I'm just joking. I'm really just trying to pull his leg. That's difficult. I think it's such a tough thing to
Okay,
answer.
the point of this. I wanted to put you in that position. Now, the reason I said that is because the first question I asked you, I said I gave you money, but I'm giving you more every day. But when I told you that you only have this amount and you're not getting any more, your planning became more precise and you went, I have to plan it better.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you exactly why. So I agree with, I know where you're going, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm stopping you here. Okay? I think this debate look, unfortunately, I'm a little bit too logical for this.
Yeah.
Like, slightly. It
Yeah,
doesn't reach...
We need someone like Tats.
Yes.
He should have been here.
My brain can't reach that
Tats-
because...
Tristan has just said he's too intelligent for this. He needed someone a little dumber.
No.
That's what he just
someone who's more in tune to actually put themselves into a situation. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do that because when you asked me to think about money, the first thing that ran through my head was all the circumstances of that, what happens after that, how it works, everything like that. Now you say I only have this amount of time left. Okay, I can't gain, I can't lose. I don't have to worry about money at that point.
No, you don't.
There's zero worry. So now I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that whole aspect of my life. I can do whatever I want. Right? That is not possible for me. You do that for 870 hours in real life, you're done after that. Like, even if you don't die, after you are shot. Right? So I'm not in that position. So it's difficult for me to think about that. But I think it's like I said with the money, the first thing I thought about was my time. And now at the time, the first thing I thought about is who
Yes.
I want to spend it
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Right? Which I agree with. And then it becomes difficult. How do you place it? Because if I had that little bit of time left, right, as things stand, and I hope it never changed, I don't expect it to, I would want to spend it with Kelly,
100%.
right? And my mom and my mates and you and James, right? No, but that is true.
Kelly.
I think it's really tough to put like this.
Yeah, I can't say this would be like this.
1 hour to Kelly,
Because
1 hour to my wife.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't do that. I would be with everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if I went to go see you, I wouldn't just go see you and me. It would be me. I would be with Kelly, seeing you.
100%.
So that's why I can't, like, you ask, and I'm like, it
But
doesn't
that's good. It's
function.
and in that,
It's still got to break down.
but it is
Yeah, it
good.
doesn't function.
What it means for this is it is a good thing because the reality is the same thing in the same situation. Is that logical or not? You still had the decision of it was time with people. Is
Actually, I'm just gonna play FIFA for all
we
those-
we are social beings, and all the things of the world fell away.
Yeah.
It was how much time of that 864 hours I've given you. You said, I'm going to spend it with people I care about.
And also not wasting it on people that don't
Matter.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
your first thing is,
So
and you've made the cut already.
Exactly.
And
Why do you think I didn't mention his name?
And the point is, yeah.
When someone cuts you off in traffic, you're like, I don't have to waste my time.
Yeah, you just keep going.
So that's where I wanted to go. Is it's besides him being mean to me, and I know you'd want to spend time with me anyway. Is that you decided you're going to spend time with people,
Yeah.
and it's important
But I'm
to
like that.
realize that the only thing in that situation he had was his time left. He was giving it immediately to other people. And as social beings, as what we are as people, we need to value that if the only thing you had was time, the first thing you're going to do is give it to other people, spend it with other people. And in that moment, they are still giving of their time to you. It's a transaction of time. Because time by yourself is only time spent by yourself. But time with another person is you spending it the same
Yeah.
way. And just as much as you would want to spend time with Kelly, I know she would want to spend the same time with you, and vice versa. The time you want to spend with me is
Yeah.
reciprocated 10 times over. We value that so much. So I'm asking you, and I'm challenging every single person watching this video, listening to it, is I want you to let's give it 86 minutes. 86 minutes and 40 seconds. In this next week, it doesn't have to be all at once. Focus and give it to someone that you truly care about and value every minute of that. Every single minute of it, for that 86 minutes and 40 seconds, give it everything you've got.
Yeah,
Give it a
intentional.
conversation.
Be intentional.
Yeah, be intentional, be real, be raw, open up, talk about things you don't normally talk about. Have that drink with that person that has been begging you, asking you to spend that time.
Or
You know,
water.
Have that dinner. Whatever it is give of yourself. Because at the end of the day, a person can be a billionaire. He could have got there by luck. He could have got there by hard work. But he can give it. He's going to make it back.
The most valuable thing
The
he can
only
give
thing
you
he
is
can
his
give-
time.
But him giving you his time is way more than that.
Yeah.
And I literally, I want to challenge you to give of yourself that 86 minutes and 40 seconds. And I'm going to challenge Tats to it. I'm going to follow up next time we have the next podcast on where did you spend that time? Who did you spend it on? How did you spend it? What did you do? And it's going to be a proper challenge for us. I can tell you now, I'm going to do all 86 minutes and 40 seconds to myself and Dakota doing things daddy and daddy. Daddy and baby.
Daddy and daddy.
So
ESCOM's back.
so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it intentional and work hard for it, and go where we're going with it. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give of that time to her, and I'm gonna find out what we can actually do. How many pictures can we paint? How many puzzles can we build? How many Lego things can we build? How many, whatever it is. You know, how many times can we jump on the trampoline before we pass out because we're so tired? How many sweets can we eat? What are you gonna do?
I mean,
Who are you going to spend it with? That's okay. Not what do you mean. Who are you going to spend it with? 86 minutes, 40 seconds.
probably Kelly.
Good. Tats?
My wife and my son.
Together. Family time.
Yeah, family time. I
Good.
haven't did that in a while.
Yeah.
So you get 86, 40
I think
seconds
all
times
the time
2.
that we've been spending has either been focused on one person, which is my son, because he's playing cricket,
Mm.
and you're always on the side
Yeah.
of the field, or it has to do with him, but not family time per se.
So you have 173 minutes, 10 seconds.
Perfect.
20 seconds, sorry.
I hate that he teaches maths. I wouldn't. Is it?
I want that, yeah.
Please comment if he's correct. If he's wrong, we're gonna. Oh, he probably is.
It probably is, yeah. Come, look at him. Look at his face. He's right.
The number that came
Don't
out,
even. Let's not talk about it.
the number that came out may not have been the number that was in my head. I don't remember what I said now. I don't even remember the number
You
we
will
were
let us
talking
know.
about.
Viewers, you'll let us know.
But yeah, definitely on my side, it'll definitely be Kelly, I think.
That's awesome. Guys, thank you. Thank you to everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we're going to wrap it up here. And we're going to end it like we once said.
Yeah, no, so I've got to think about it, you know?
You got to ask me.
I've got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
See, he jumped the gun. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay.
We appreciate you, we love you, and we care for you, okay? Thank you so much to Tats behind the camera for doing what he does, for being the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you to Rudy.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Thank you to Rudy Parisius, the fourth of his name, for being here and being the man of the hour. The man with time to give,
You
time
gave
to
it
share.
too.
You gave it to.
Yes, I was sharing.
You sound like an author.
Of course I am.
Actually. So an intellectual.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, thank you for taking time to share with us. You're sharing this time that you've listened to this with us. We appreciate that. And to end it off, we end off with a very important thing here. And it is a wise man once said, Rudy.
86,400. Use it. You're going to lose it. Value it.
100%. You heard it from the man right there. Like and subscribe for more.
Love you guys. Cheers. See you
Cheers.
later.